Coffee with food? Not so fast. People always ask me, is coffee after meals healthy or bad for you? Actually, the answer is both, depending on when you drink it. Firstly, coffee is a great beverage in general. It's packed with polyphenols, which can help with everything from providing energy, curbing unhealthy food cravings, and it can even help you lose weight. And actually, when you drink coffee during or after a meal, it can help stimulate the blood vessels in your digestive tract, helping you digest your meal better. But there's a downside. Studies show coffee can also inhibit nutrient absorption. For instance, drinking coffee with a meal may inhibit iron absorption by up to 80%. For that reason, I recommend drinking coffee at least 1 hour before your meal, not after. But if you want to really make your coffee healthier, it's not when you drink it, but what you put in it. MCTs. MCTs are the super fat burners that help your body convert fat directly into energy. The more of these you can get into your diet, the more lean and healthy you can become. In fact, this is why people go on the keto diet. MCTs have the exact same effect as keto, except you don't need to cut any carbs at all. You just add MCTs in. One food that has lots of MCTs are coconuts, which is why I always suggest adding coconut milk to coffee instead of dairy or nut milks. But here's the crazy part. There's other foods that are also packed with MCTs. They blow coconut milk out of the water. Eating these foods can be the equivalent of drinking gallons of coconut milk. These foods are part of how I lost 70 pounds and have kept the weight off for 20 years. It's also how I helped my digestive issues and bloating, got tons more energy, and look and feel better today in my 70s than I did in my 40s. And this works for anybody at any age. I've seen thousands of people turn their health around doing this, people as young as 18 or as old as 95. Okay, let's talk about the 3 MCT superfoods that changed my health forever.
This is a potato, and if you're cutting carbohydrates, it's your enemy. There's just one problem. Study after study shows these low-carb diets do not improve weight loss. In fact, many people who go on keto or Atkins end up gaining back more weight than when they started.
How is this possible? How can the most popular diets in America have it exactly wrong?
Well, the answer lies in a recent discovery that may go down as one of the most mind-blowing revelations in the history of weight management. It turns out the key to losing weight and keeping it off is not in carbs or fat or even in probiotic-rich foods.
No, the end game of having a healthy weight, as well as more energy and a long, healthy life, comes down to a specific switch you can flip in your body to flush out unnecessary calories. I call it caloric bypass.
And by activating this specific process in your body, I have seen thousands, yes, thousands of people dramatically improve their health even at age 50 and beyond. This includes losing weight, getting tons more energy, and returning to the good health they had in their youth once they simply address this one key to better health. Not only that, this is actually associated with improved digestion, strong feeling joints and muscles, smoother skin, and even longevity, meaning it could be the key to a long and happy life. My name is Dr. Stephen Gundry, and you may know me from my 20 years as one of the top cardiothoracic surgeons in America. I perform more infant heart transplants than any other doctor in the world. And if you or a loved one has ever had open heart surgery, you were likely kept alive using medical devices I invented during my career. But despite my success as a doctor, my own health was a mess. I was 70 pounds overweight, had arthritis, migraine headaches, high insulin and blood pressure levels, and terrible digestive problems such as bloating, constipation, and a host of other unexplained issues. Realizing these same issues were plaguing millions of Americans and causing the very heart issues I'd spent my life fighting against, my career took a turn as I dedicated myself to learning and overcoming the skyrocketing issues of weight gain, digestive problems, and other serious issues experienced by over half of Americans. And soon, the mystery was solved. I lost those 70 pounds and have kept the weight off for over 20 years and counting. My digestive issues are gone, my health is fantastic, and I feel younger and healthier today than I did in my 40s. Even my skin, my hair, and my energy levels have improved. I've since written 7 best-selling books on health. I've spoken at major universities around the world, and my online videos on health and wellness have been watched by over 20 million people to date. And yet, the video you're watching right now is without a doubt my most important video ever. Because for years, while I've known how to help people overcome health issues, it turns out the reason why this works so amazingly well was partially unknown to the entire medical community, even me. It's only in the last year that I've discovered the final crucial piece of this puzzle. Why is that important? Because it means we can now skip the middle steps and cut right to the one thing which all health is tied to. It's a specific part of your cells called mitochondria. And in this video, I will reveal exactly how to use these mitochondria to switch on extreme caloric bypass so that you can achieve your weight loss goals, gain energy, and feel younger and healthier than you have in years. By the way, these specific mito booster techniques have been found to provide the benefits of the keto diet without cutting a single carb. I will tell you right now, 2 of these 3 mito boosters involve adding some very specific and powerful foods to your diet, which can dramatically change your life for the better. But the other one is a simple method that has nothing to do with food. It's easy, free, and you can start using it to activate caloric bypass literally the second you're done watching this video. However, I must warn you, the next few minutes will contain revelations that run completely against the grain of everything you've been told about health and nutrition. How can that be? How can an entire industry of health experts, doctors, and nutritionists be wrong? Well, let's ask a different question first. When it comes to helping Americans lose weight and get healthy, what exactly have these experts got right? Think about it. Today, there's more health news, medical advancements, and expert diets available than at any point in history, not to mention so-called health food on every aisle and a gym on every corner. Meanwhile, over the last 30 years, the health of Americans has rapidly gone down. Digestive issues like bloating, cramps, and constipation are at the highest levels ever recorded. Millions of us struggle with fatigue and low mood. Skin problems, achy joints, allergies, and brain fog are something a majority of Americans deal with every single day. Worst of all, why are 66% of Americans overweight, diabetic, or pre-diabetic? And why is that number increasing every day? With projections that in 10 years, 85% of all Americans will be overweight or obese. So, forgive me if I don't automatically trust everything the medical industry tells me, and in fact, why I'm quite suspicious of the theories they've been using all along. And this isn't something I say casually. Believe me, I come from their ranks. I was educated at Yale, one of the top universities in the world. I spent 16 years as a professor of surgery and pediatrics and chairman of cardiothoracic surgery at the world-famous Loma Linda University School of Medicine. I was one of the original 20 surgeons who tested the world's first artificial heart, and one of the first to use robots in surgery. So no, I don't have some grudge against conventional medicine. It's saved thousands of lives. The problem is that most doctors, my younger self included, are only trained to fix problems when you're already just weeks or days away from death. Sure, I knew how to transplant a heart that was about to fail, and I can operate on a cancerous tumor growing in your body. But what about the 20 years of problems that led up to these fatal issues? Why was all that medical training and expertise focused on the very end stage of disease and so little on the underlying causes of these health issues? The truth is, the biggest impact we can make on our health isn't finding some new heart transplant or cancer therapies. It's keeping yourself out of the hospital in the first place by making sure your body is stronger and healthier right now.
Don't wait. If you want to hear about the life-changing discovery I made, click the link below.